Hello friends, welcome back to the part 8 of this tutorial series. In this part, we will be working on the navigation and complete the home page. So in the last video, we created our home page and fetched the products from the backend and displayed them here on the home uh, page using the home component. Okay, so we also created a service, the product service. And the reason why we created a product service and not written the entire code inside the component is because the component should not be responsible for doing all this stuff. It is known as separation of concerns. So it's always better to use a service and delegate the job to that service, because if you need the same information in some other component, you can simply inject the service and call the required functions there. That is how it should be in an Angular app. So, as you can see, currently our navigation is a little bit broken here, right? So we need to fix it, and for that we need to go to the header component.html file and go to this UL that says navigation. And the way to fix it, since we upgraded our Bootstrap from 3.3.7 to 4.4.1, this will not work. So if you remove this, save it, and you'll see everything comes in line, but we need a bit of spacing on top and bottom. For that, we will use the Bootstrap class, that is padding y3. So y means in the vertical direction. We have similar classes for x direction. That's the horizontal one. Okay. You can read more about these helper classes in the official Bootstrap documentation. So after do that, it gives us a breathing space here with a bit of padding. And this home page should go to our home route. Okay, and the way you do it, instead of href, we don't use hrefs in Angular. We use something known as router link, and you simply put the back or forward slash to go to the home page. Okay, so like this. So let's say if you are on the product page, you want to go to the home page, click it here and then back. Okay, and I don't need these many LIs, categories, or maybe something to contact us. That should be all. Although we will not become working on these menu items, so let them be there. And the header, I want to round everything to 0 as of now. And I'll use the interpolation so that I can use the currency pipe instead of typing the symbol manually. I can simply use the currency pipe in Angular and save it. So this will give me the currency here. Also, I don't need the what do you call the product widget. All I need it, I will loop through it whenever I add anything in the cart. But for the time being, I only need one. Okay. Inside that widget, I'll simply put this, mark this as 0. Okay. Let it be there as it is. If we go back here, nothing. The cart content, which is showing as 3. This is here. I'll put it at 0, and wish list also as 0. There you go. Looks much better. And for the view cart, again, we will not use hrefs. We will use router link and point it to / cart. Checkout, again, router link / checkout. Now, if you go here, click on the cart button, it says cart works. Checkout says checkout works. Perfect. Go back to home. Alright, so as of now, we are pretty much done with the header component. Uh, we will come back to it later on when we create another service, the cart service, because that's required to in order to populate those values like the number of items in the cart and the total there. Okay. For home component, okay, under cart header, I will create a div with a class of card body. Okay, and inside card body, I will have h6 that will have my product description. Okay, and right now, as you can see, I'm not getting any IntelliSense or any help from my IDE because my IDE doesn't know what type of object this P is. Okay, so what we will do, let me quickly finish this portion here. So description is there, but I don't want the whole description to be displayed. So I want a substring of it starting from the first element, maybe to 25th. Okay, that's it. And then followed by dot dot dot. Then I want to display the price just below the description, and it will be p dot price and followed by the currency pipe. And let's put USD. You can put any currency which are supported by Angular, like INR or maybe GBP uh, for a pound symbol. Let me just check that if that works. GBP. I know INR works for sure. So GBP. Let's see. Okay, something broke. Let's see what is it. What it is. Currency. Right. Let me quickly rebuild it. Rebuild the project. Okay. ng serve. Give it a couple of minutes. Shouldn't take much time. And there we go. Refresh it. Oh, nope. Something is still broken. I'm not sure what. Let's check the developer's console. Cannot read property substring of undefined. Okay. All right. So description. It's not able to find the description. That's strange. Okay, we'll see that later once we create the product model here. Okay, so let me finish this code here. I'll give this a class of lead. Okay, and under the card body, I'll create a div with row, a class of row. Uh, Inside that, I'm gonna create a call md6. That's a column with half, yeah, occupying half of the available area. Inside that, I'm gonna create a button. Okay, and button will have class btn outline primary and btn small and btn block. Okay, apart from that, it'll also have class dot disabled, so I can disable the button or assign a class called disabled based on a condition using this binding syntax. So the condition will be p.quantity is less than 1. Also, I want to assign a class of class.btn outline danger when p.quantity is less than 1. Okay, and the text will be add to cart. But I don't want to display add to cart always, even when my quantity is less than one. What I will do, I will use my interpolation syntax to write some dynamic logic here. Logic will be if feeder quantity is less than one, this is this is known as a tertiary function. It's a shorthand of using if else. Okay, so this is the condition to check whether this is true or false. So if this is true, so the first statement here will be executed, and that means my quantity is less than one. I don't have any item in stock, so I'll say no stock. And if that is there, I'll say add to cart. Save the changes, go back to the browser. There is a button. Okay, still it's a bit off here. Hmm. Right, so let's go ahead quickly and create our models folder here. Right click, new directory, models. Create your first file, new TypeScript products dot model dot ts. Okay, so this will define how our product object should look like. Okay, so I'm going to export an interface here, the name product model server. Okay, this will be the product model used by our server here. That means our Angular here. Number, and we know all these are coming, all these parameters will be sent by the backend. Okay, category string, description is again string. We have price, it's a number. We have quantity, which is number, and images, which is string. So I think I need to use lowercase, number, string, string, string. So in Angular 9, you need to use lowercases, as the capital ones are banned or deprecated. Okay. Also, I'll export an interface which will be used later. The server response will be count, number, and product will be product model server array. Okay, so now what we can do, we can go to our home component here. Okay, so instead of this, what we can do, we can tell it that, hey, we will receive an object will be of type product model server array, and make sure you write the import statement on the top in case if your IDE doesn't do that automatically. Here also I'll say it will be product model server array. Okay, everything will remain as it is, and here it will be server response, so it should be server response with a capital S. Okay, and this should also be imported. So now it knows about the product, and so we'll see everything will be sorted out. I missed the image thing here, so it's image substring. So image is a single image, the main image that we will get. Okay. So now if you go to this page, everything is sorted out. It knows about the description, the price, everything, quantity, right? Go back to the browser. Still, something is broken here. So it says substring of undefined. Let me remove this as of now and see if this gives me the description or not. What happened? Okay. Dot dot dot. The description is not showing. Don't know why. Let's quickly check here. Products. Oops. I believe I missed the description to send the description. Okay. Never mind. I'll simply go to my project here. Documents, then from projects, e-commerce, backend, and go to my products route. Okay. So for all products, as you can see, I missed the description part here. So speed.description, comma, save changes. My server reboots here. Okay, I get it now. Perfect. So now, if I put the same logic, substring, starting from 0 and 25 characters, save it, go back to the browser. There we go. Perfect. The add to cart button is uh, pushed to the left. We don't need that. We want it to be centered like what we have in our final model. Okay, and for that I'll be using bootstrap classes. Okay, so where is it in my row? This is the button row. Okay, I'll use flexbox using display flex, justify, content, center, border, primary. I'll give it a margin of 3, top and bottom. So go back, there you go. Okay, and so all these they show add to cart because this is the logic. All of my products, they have quantity available in stock. So if I go to my local host phpMyAdmin, and let's say this is my first this is object with id 1, product with id 1. So if I go and change the quantity to 0, save it, go back, refresh the page, you'll see this will become no stock here. Okay, and disabled, I used a class of disabled here in the home component. So I need to go to the home SCSS file and define disabled here. Okay, and whatever you write here, that is scoped to its own component and not globally. That's the beauty of Angular. In other framework like React, by default, whatever style you write, that is available globally. Okay, so the only thing you need here is cursor. It should be not allowed, I guess. Yeah, not allowed. So this will give you a circle with the, yeah, that kind of image. Okay, you cannot click it here. I cannot click it. This can be clicked. Perfect. All right. So with this, we are pretty much done with the home page and the header component here. In the next video, we will start working on our cart component and we'll also create a cart model. So that will be a pretty lengthy video. So please stay with me and it will be real fun. We will come across a lot of concepts like observables, how we can create our own observables, how we can subscribe to them, and how we can emit new values, and we'll see the components, they react to them in real time. They show the values there. Okay, So till then, I hope you guys are enjoying this video series. If you are, please like the videos, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends. So till then, thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.